What do you got on your wrist over there, pal? Is that a new watch or just a new band?
No, it's my same watch. Does it look different?
I guess I just never noticed the band. Is that the iPhone watch? The Apple Watch?
Yeah. It's just a regular Apple Watch.
I knew you had one. Maybe I just never noticed the band. You never usually see them on like the Link bands like that. They're always on,
I
like,
ordered
those
that
straps.
special.
Is that new though, or have you had it?
No, I've had it a long time.
Huh.
Sorry to disappoint you, fella.
Fucking Apple Watches are getting so big. They're just about the size of a phone.
It's pretty big. And I have small wrists too, so it looks big.
Yeah, dainty wrists. I have small wrists too. That's why I
use the gripper exercise and everything. my wrists they're just small. So I can fist you better.
Yeah.
Or worse. So depending on your perspective.
So it kind of just has like it's just like an iPhone strapped to your wrist.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
It's like the whole width of my wrist.
Yeah. That's all right.
Yours has the like that extra case around it too that makes it bigger.
Yeah, it does. It makes it a little.
When I wear mine,
a little bigger.
I just have the gimmick one, the silicone one.
Yeah, I like this one.
Well, it started off as a compliment, and then you took it and turned it into tiny wrists and all
Sorry.
that. So just letting you know, that the band
road goes where the road goes, my friend. Well, it's time for another OT. There's been some stuff happening in the world.
We said last week we'll try to be back every week or more often at least.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Even non-news things, right? Adjacent things sometimes.
Yeah, Necro Universe adjacent. That's a very broad term that I think we can shoehorn a lot of stuff into.
If we say the Necro Universe, then yeah, we can do.
That's anything.
We could do an OT on, John Cena and his latest heel turn.
We could.
That's Necro adjacent.
Dude,
Somebody tell me I'm wrong.
Was laughing so hard at the Reddit threads about that kid. The picture of the kid that got
poor
buried.
Kid.
Fuck. That kid has to become a wrestler. And then this is like his villain origin story. The time that John Cena just fucking shamed him on Netflix.
What did the kid's shirt say? I saw the picture.
It was a Cena shirt and hat.
Just a regular.
Yeah. It was his first promo since he turned heel at the pay-per-view. He hasn't been on TV.
Yeah.
And where were they?
Brussels. Germany. And so
Belgium,
yeah, sorry. But he came out he was wearing his same outfit, same music. So I was disappointed because I'm like, fuck, I thought
his good guy outfit.
Yeah, I thought we were getting like a whole new thing. But yeah, it was like, you're all been leeches on me, the whole time.
And then he called them all greedy sons of bitches, and that's kind of when it showed the kid, right? Like he
said you're all toxic assholes and stuff, and then and he was like he was pointing out people that were wearing his shirt. Yeah, and he said even this kid.
Oh,
they focused on the kid. Dude, I was laughing. The one Reddit thread was like, why did Cena do this? And someone commented like, fuck that toxic ass kid. Didn't you hear what Cena said? People have been leeching off him.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Did Cena take that kid backstage after the show? No.
I don't know. He might have. I don't know.
I feel like Cena's one of the guys who, like, when he's going to be in character, he's going to stay in character. So if he's a bad guy, you're not going to see him doing a lot of nice things, at least until the angle obviously is over.
And that, young man, it's just the character I play on television sometimes.
There's some, and it's kind of the old school way of thinking, but I know I've heard Chris Jericho and JBL, John Bradshaw Layfield, both say that when they were heels, they told WWE, pull all my merch, please, because I don't want people to buy my merch. I'm a bad, and they're losing royalties on that. But like, I don't want people wearing my shirts in the crowd because then that makes me look like people like me. Yeah. I want them to hate me.
That makes sense.
So some people, they're still selling. They're not gonna not sell Cena merch his last year in the company.
That would be a lot of money to miss out on.
Yeah. What did he call that kid?
What did he say? They were.
I can't remember what he said. I just watched
son
it
of
once.
a bitches. What are they?
I just want a new Cena shirt with that kid's like face on it, and with the quote of whatever Cena said. I'd fucking buy that shirt.
That would be pretty sweet.
This fat little Belgian kid.
I know he said something about toxic assholes because that was the meme on Reddit. It was like, fuck this toxic ass kid.
That's fantastic. That's great.
I love wrestling so much with that kind of shit.
It's been fun. We were texting about that last night. It's fun. All right, I'm going to start liking these OT shows if I can sprinkle in some wrestling talk here.
Well, there's a limit, and I think we've reached it. So
yeah, it's time to move on.
We can give like a weekly update on what's going on in Raw.
Oh, yeah, people will love that.
You guys hear that? That's the downloads hitting rock bottom. The wrestling talk goes on.
The amount of people who say they don't even like wrestling but love when we talk about it just baffles me. Like, I appreciate it that you're just listening to two nerds fucking dork out over here. But that's insane because I don't think I could do that.
I didn't either, but here I am.
Yeah.
I'm doing it right
kind
now.
of forced to.
You say that, and then every now and then you throw in some knowledge, and I'm like, this guy fucking listens. He listens. He's on the dirt sheets every now and then.
Dirt sheets.
All right, for real, that's enough wrestling. Go ahead.
All right, so a lot of activity in the Menendez brothers case recently. We haven't talked about it in a while, letting all these updates build up, and I think we're going to cover them all this evening. This is from the LA Times. Newsom sets hearing date in Menendez brothers' clemency bid. Governor Gavin Newsom announced that the Menendez brothers will have a hearing before the parole board in June, a key step in the siblings' bid for clemency in the 1989 double murder of their parents. Eric and Lyle Menendez, who have been behind bars for more than 30 years, have recently renewed their fight for freedom, arguing that new evidence shows they were sexually abused by their father, Jose Menendez. Newsom said, do you guys know that Gavin has a podcast now?
I saw that he had started one.
doing his thing, yeah.
I have not listened. Have you?
I have not, no.
I don't know if I'm going to check that one.
I will not, no.
Yeah, I'm going to pass.
Yeah. That's just because I don't listen to podcasts ever.
I listen to some, but that's not my alley. I get enough news and politics in my day-to-day. I don't need to podcast it.
Newsom said on his podcast Tuesday that the board would hold independent hearings for each brother on June 13th and then file a report assessing whether they would pose a risk to society if released. You know what that means? One could get released and one could not.
That'd be a twist.
But I actually think that's a smart way to go about doing it, right? You can't just bundle them up.
Oh, I agree. Absolutely.
Do it individually.
Their own person, sure. We will submit that report to the judge for resentencing, said Newsom, and that will weigh into our independent analysis of whether or not to move forward with the clemency application to support a commutation of this case. In addition to asking for clemency from the governor, the brothers are also pursuing a resentencing hearing that could potentially downgrade their sentences and make them eligible for early release. Now, if you remember, we talked probably last year about the LA district attorney who was in favor of resentencing. He was kind of on their side.
That press conference he did was, he was very much in their favor.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that DA is no longer in office, and there's a new DA who doesn't share the same opinion. On Monday, LA County District Attorney Nathan Hochman threw a wrench in that plan by announcing his opposition to a new sentence. Former District Attorney George Gascon last year recommended that a court reconsider the brothers' prior sentences of life without the possibility of parole, instead giving them 50 years to life. The move could have made them eligible for immediate parole. But Hochman filed a motion Monday in Los Angeles Superior Court to rescind Gascon's request, presenting an analysis of the facts of the case that is far less favorable to the brothers and raises questions about the validity of their self-defense claims. Quote, the Menendez brothers have continued to lie for over 30 years about their self-defense. That is, their purported actual fear that their mother and their father were going to kill them the night of the murders, Hochman wrote in the motion. Also, over those 30 years, they have failed to accept responsibility for the vast number of lies they told in connection with that defense. Last month, Hochman also announced his opposition to a third possible avenue to freedom for the brothers, a habeas corpus petition filed by the Menendez defense team seeking a new trial. The attorneys argue that new evidence bolsters allegations that the brothers were victims of sexual assault and might have changed the jury verdict. This includes a letter that Eric Menendez wrote about the sexual abuse he endured as a teenager prior to committing the killings, as well as claims brought forward by Roy Rossello, a former member of the boy band Menudo, who said he too was raped by Jose Menendez. I think we've talked about this previously, right?
Yeah.
Hochman asked the court to deny the habeas corpus petition, saying that the act of murder was the issue in the conviction, not the sexual abuse allegations. The brothers would have to have had an imminent fear that their parents would kill them over the abuse revelations for the murders to be considered self-defense, he added. Newsom has made it clear he is still interested in reviewing the brothers' clemency bid. In February, the governor requested that the parole board conduct an assessment into whether the Menendezes would pose an unreasonable risk to public safety if they were released. There's no guarantee of outcome here, he said on his podcast in February. My office conducts dozens and dozens of these clemency reviews on a consistent basis, but this process simply provides more transparency, which I think is important in this case. Newsom has said he will make a decision on their clemency request after reviewing the risk assessment report. I believe that Newsom is going to let these fellas out of prison.
I remember when we first discussed the case that there was they wouldn't allow all of that a part of the trial, right? The sexual abuse stuff.
The second one.
The second
remember?
one,
Yeah.
yes. It wasn't
the conviction
allowed.
one.
And it,
right.
As much as I was on board with their conviction, and I can't remember what I felt on their sentencing, but I did. It was unfair that they wouldn't allow that to be a part of it. Because I do think that should have been.
They let it in the first trial, if I remember correctly, right? Yeah. And they excluded a lot of that in the second trial. And they got a conviction because the jury didn't know anything about that.
Right.
There's a lot of politics there, too.
Yeah.
They looked real stupid after they being LA with O.J. Simpson.
Yeah, they had just gotten smoked. They wanted a slam dunk victory here. Yeah.
Yeah.
That seemed like that's what at least what it seems like. It's like, all right, we're going to guarantee that we win this one.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
If anything, they should get a new trial. If anything. But I don't think...
At a minimum.
At a minimum. That's what I mean to say. At a minimum, they're not going to be a danger to society.
They're not getting a new trial. But I think Newsom's going to let them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably...
He wouldn't have ordered that assessment if he wasn't open to letting them out. And they seem to be pretty calm. And, they've had a few troubles in prison, but nothing serious, right?
I don't think they're going to go out and hurt anyone else.
They're not a danger to anyone else. So I don't know what that assessment's going to show, but I think it's going to show they're not a danger to society, and I think he's going to let them out.
Was that a new prosecutor or DA?
The DA, yeah.
He was really harping on the self-defense thing. They've given up the whole idea of self-defense since. Like, they don't try to claim that anymore.
But they did in their defense, and they've never denounced
But he was saying
it.
that they haven't accepted the responsibility for their lies and stuff over the years. I think that's a little unfair. I think they have. They've acknowledged what they've done or what they did.
They have. I think he's questioning the urgency of what they did and whether, they were making up the whole "we're in immediate danger, our parents are going to kill us" defense, which I don't know. It's questionable.
It's hard to buy that part of the story for sure.
I think that's what the DA is saying.
Yeah.
Should they get out?
Are we all? I don't remember enough about the case to know. I think they're going to, like you said.
They were pretty callous after the murder.
Yeah.
At least Lyle was.
Lyle was pretty wild.
He was up to a lot of stuff.
He was buying that buffalo chicken place and shit.
I'm mixed on this one. I don't know, man. It takes a lot to shotgun your mom. It's a lot. Like, I get, even if she's an apologist for your dad doing stuff to you, I don't know. I've never been in a situation.
How long have they served?
30 years.
That's the thing. I think that they would have gotten manslaughter in the first trial, or Right. Isn't that the argument that manslaughter would have been probably what they got or what they should have gotten? And then
if they didn't overcharge them in the first one.
Right. And then by now that they probably could have been out because they would have had parole.
That's true.
So maybe they did their time, their appropriate amount of time.
You want to look at it through that? Yeah.
Maybe.
At least Eric has, in my opinion. Eric really tagged along with all that.
I think that's fair. But this was very premeditated and manslaughter.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know, man. It takes a lot to premeditate blowing your mom away with a shotgun. Your dad's raping you? 100%.
I'm just thinking of it in the terms of if we're accepting that the abuse happened.
But Kitty was in on it too, according to them. And there was that envelope found in Kitty's possessions that was, I believe it was Eric, naked, but his head was chopped off of the picture. So
yeah,
I don't know.
You're right. It's a tough one.
Good thing it's not our decision.
Good thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think.
And this is the only reason why I don't seek public office.
That's the only one.
Many people have approached me. They said, hey, we have big, high hopes for you. And I said, no, I'm going to give my opinion on a podcast where there's no harm, no foul.
I'm easily swayed one way or another.
Yeah, at first, I wake up in the morning. Yeah.
I remember, I think I had very strong thoughts when we did the episodes, but I don't remember the episodes and the specifics and how I felt about it now. When is that? June?
I think it's in June, yeah.
So 3 more months, we'll probably do an OT on that update.
Oh, we absolutely will. Mm-hmm. I think they're getting out.
Well, we could just
for sure
sell it and just never even cover it again.
That's true. We could
just move on and we'll talk about, something else.
I think one of the main things I think about with this is how I don't even know what the right word is. How just up in the air your sentence or your conviction based on external events beyond your control. Like if there wasn't the OJ thing, they wouldn't have been so down in the dumps looking for a conviction.
And this is the system we're sentencing people to die in, Dave.
It's true. It's just so dependent on which jury pool you get, where you live. It's so...
Yeah,
it's
OJ
so crazy what might happen to you, regardless of your guilt or innocence.
I think it's a completely different story right now if the OJ thing hadn't happened, or if OJ had been convicted.
Sure.
This is a completely different story.
There was also the whole issue with the first jury pool, or the first jurors with the Menendez trial. The men of that jury refused to believe or accept that a father would do something like that, or a man would do something like that to a young boy. Which, come on, are you?
Yeah, what world are you living in?
They must not have been Catholic.
That's right.
Like, get the fuck out of here. That's really stupid. But
all right, well, we'll find out what Newsom's going to do over there.
Yeah, we'll let you know. You'll probably let us know before we let you know. But
California might fall into the ocean by then. Who the fuck knows? That West Coast is a ticking time bomb.
Are you scared to go to California at this point with the fear of being stuck there in an earthquake situation?
I hadn't really given it much thought.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's any day now. They're just fucking by. So, Oregon too, probably. Washington better hold on to Canada as tight as it can.
How's that going to work up there?
Well,
where's that fault line? Where's it run?
We'll have to find out. I mean, we will find out.
We absolutely will.
What else you got for us tonight?
Well, thanks for asking, Mike. This one's about a California prisoner. You might know this person, Scott Peterson. He was attacked during a pickleball game, and the prisoner who attacked him is going to explain what happened.
Nice.
Yeah, it's from KTVU.
I was wondering why
California.
it happened last week when you brought it up.
Yeah, that was a little teaser, but we got the full story here. A fellow inmate at a California prison explained why he attacked Scott Peterson, who was convicted of killing his wife and unborn son. In a phone interview with the San Francisco Chronicle from Mule Creek State Prison, Charles R. Miles said he didn't recognize Peterson and mistakenly thought he had been charging him with a weapon, when in reality, Peterson had just been holding a paddle and running after a runaway pickleball.
Yeah, I'm just trying to run here with this pickleball. I'm just trying to play pickleball.
It was God's plan for sure, Miles told the San Francisco Chronicle.
Oh, yeah.
Pickleball paddle.
God was testing
Pickleball
him.
paddle.
They're little tiny things, right? They're not very big.
They're not that big, yeah. Similar to a ping pong paddle.
It's like a mix between ping pong and tennis.
Is
that accurate?
Yeah, more or less, yeah. It is quite fun. I've played the pickleball before.
The pickleball?
That's a good time.
I have not played it. I try to not exert any energy when possible.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It's fun.
It sounds like it could be fun.
It's really fun.
They got that on like the Wii or something I can play it on? I'll play some pickleball
I'm sure
on the
they
Wii.
might by now, yes.
I'll do that. That sounds all right.
Wii pickleball. Todd Javernick, a spokesperson for the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, told Fox News Digital that Miles attacked Peterson on March 9th, prompting corrections officers to use, quote, chemical agents and batons, end quote, to quell the fight.
Chemical agents.
And batons.
So Scott got like fucking pepper sprayed on top of it.
Yeah, he might have. He might have got beaten and then pepper sprayed and batoned. Both Miles and Peterson were, quote, medically evaluated, determined to have sustained minor injuries, and were returned to their respective housing, Javernick said. Miles also received a, quote, serious rule violation.
Uh-oh.
Court documents show that Miles was convicted of a gang-related murder in 2011 and was sentenced to 58 years to life in prison. Peterson is serving a life sentence for the 2002 murder of his wife, Lacey Peterson, and the couple's unborn son. He was originally sentenced to death, but the California Supreme Court reduced that sentence to life without parole in 2020. He was transferred to Mule Creek State Prison in Ione, California from San Quentin in 2022. So this story says the Innocence Project, but we all know it's the LA Innocence Project, not to be confused with the National Innocence Project. Again, the LA Innocence Project.
People got so fucking butthurt over that.
A nonprofit that represents convicted criminals is working with Peterson to breathe new life into his case. In October, a California judge granted Peterson the right to a post-conviction discovery period required by state law for convicted felons serving sentences longer than 15 years. So, yeah, that's what's going on in Scott Peterson's world at prison. He's trying to get some exercise out in the yard, playing some pickleball. Charles Miles said, I don't know that guy, but he's coming at me with a weapon. Turned out to be a pickleball paddle, and hilarity ensued.
Shoved the paddle up his ass, and he started using Scott as a pickleball paddle.
Only
minor injuries. That's what's going on.
What did Miles say? It's God's plan for
God's
sure.
plan for sure. God wanted me to whoop Scott's ass.
God
after
was
he
testing
killed
him that
Lacey
day.
and the
He
kid.
So if you're Scott Peterson now, like, you got to be careful, right?
No more pickleball.
Well, there's a target on your head, clearly.
Or is Charles right? He's like, I don't know. I saw this guy with something in his hand coming at me.
Charles or Miles?
Charles Miles.
Oh, Charles. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Charles Miles.
You think he was just looking for an opportunity to beat the fuck out of Scott?
Possibly. Possibly.
I think he was just looking for an opportunity to beat the fuck out of Scott.
That is possibly true, yes.
He did get an interview out of this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
He got to talk to the news.
He's kind of famous now, but he did get a serious rule violation. I don't know what that means.
He lost his brownie at lunch.
Perhaps, yes.
Didn't get the brownie.
Perhaps.
I could see, though, like if I imagine prison, if you saw somebody running with a paddle, like you didn't know it was pickleball, you'd probably like, all right, well.
Maybe caught him in the periphery there and was just startled
But
and
like
started
you're
whooping
out-
his ass.
You're out in the yard. You're out in the yard where they play pickleball every day.
Yeah.
I don't know what this guy's coming at me with.
It might be a tense situation out there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Look,
you
don't get me
know.
wrong. I'm fine with what Miles was doing. I'm just saying. You know,
Oh, yeah. I don't feel bad for Scott.
I know a K Faber when I see a K Faber. Why is it that even like that he's in prison, I picture Peterson playing like pickleball pickleball in like a Lacoste polo and like pink short shorts.
Gelled hair.
Yeah, gelled hair, probably like white tennis shoes with like shin high socks pulled up. Like now I feel like I'm getting myself worked up. Like if I'm Miles, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of this guy too.
Yeah, I was gonna say that'll get you murdered probably. Yeah. I don't think that's a good look.
Oh, Miles, who's in there for 58 years for a gang murder. Yeah, he's gonna fuck up a pickleball player with a Lacoste shirt on, even though he
maybe Scott was like,
did not have a Lacoste shirt on, but in my mind he did.
Maybe Scott was like, "Hey, you're on my fucking pickleball court, bitch." Maybe that's what really happened.
Like Scott's talking hard to him.
Maybe Scott's a shot caller in the yard now. Get off my fucking pickleball court.
The most amazing part of this story is that only minor injuries were suffered.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say like he got shanked or something, like something bad happened.
Yeah. Cut his balls off. No more pickleball for you, Scott. But no, he's fine. He went to the infirmary for a little bit and he emerged victorious. Not sure if he was winning or not. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not sure if he was winning or not at the time of the incident.
Does the other guy consider that a forfeit?
Probably.
If you get it hauled off to the infirmary, you win by forfeit.
That's a forfeit for sure.
Yeah.
It's in the Pickleball USA manual.
I think it is.
Can't you get kind of aggressive with pickleball? Like you can hit it super hard and like slam it down and shit?
Yeah, just like ping pong, sure.
Yeah.
That's the best. Boom.
Is it a tennis ball do you use or like a wiffle ball?
It's more of a hard wiffle ball. It is a hard wiffle ball.
Maybe Scott had it coming. Maybe he was like one of those pickleball players trying to be super
just
aggressive
like
and shit. Yeah.
Maybe he hit him with the ball as Charles Miles was walking by or something.
We'll never know.
We won't. Snitches will... No snitches. You'll never get the full story. It was God's plan anyway.
For sure.
You don't question God's plan.
If he's talking about God's plan, he is 100% going to kill Scott Peterson. He is 100% going to kill Scott Peterson.
Are you saying the LA Innocence Project should hurry up with whatever they're up to over there?
They might want to try to get something done. I think Charles Miles has been told what his plan is.
Charles started the pickleball project. That's to kill Scott.
Well, if that happens, I'm sure we'll be covering this in the future.
We absolutely will.
Or we'll just no-sell Scott Peterson's death as well. Menendez brothers walk free, Scott Peterson's dead, and we're just like, nah, we're going to talk about John Cena's heel turn some more.
The important things.
Yeah.
What's that kid in Brussels up to?
I hope he's gotten, someone's watching over
Is he in
him.
therapy today?
And
That kid's picture was the first thing that I saw when I opened up Reddit.
Front page of Reddit, baby.
that poor
Crying like a bitch.
That's good stuff. All right. I think we're all up to date.
That concludes today's OT.
You got your wrestling, your Menendez brothers, and your Scott Petersons.
What else could you ask
Where
for?
is Scott located? Where is this person?
Mill Creek State, Ione, California? Mule Creek?
So
Mule Creek.
A lot of California prisons today.
Didn't he go to like the big one?
He was in San Quentin,
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me make sure I got that right.
I just meant the state. I didn't mean the exact
I think it's
facility. California.
Mule Creek State Prison in Ione, California.
Okay. Yeah, I just meant that.
Yeah, he was in San Quentin.
Everybody was in San Quentin.
Johnny Cash, live concert, San Quentin.
That's right. Bye.